I got
Then I'm
scammed
gonna
and
tell you
got
how we
set
met.
up. Now I gotta pack all my stuff and move out in the next few days. I was in a situation with this millionaire investor that I made the story time about, and she helped me get into this property, helped me get property, and once I didn't want to be with her no more and fulfill those expectations, it's being taken away from me. So at the same time, the judge in this case ruled that I gotta leave, but I also have evidence of text messages that I was set up and scammed by the management company, the so-called owner, and this broker that was mentoring and helping me out. So all I gotta do is make sure all my stuff is out of there. I got a lot of stuff in my house that's very expensive and all that. Other than that, I want to make sure my kid's good and get all my stuff set up. And I might low-key have to hit the road for a little bit. I ain't really got a backup plan. All I know is I got my content, I got my real estate for Battle Block, and I got the fans. So that's all I'm gonna lean into and make sure my kid's good. But even if I gotta slide, go OT for a little bit, you know, that's what I gotta do. So yeah, I mean, it's real right now. So then I'm gonna have to bring the evidence back to the judge to show that
So
this
that's
is
just me talking like
money.
how I gotta leave and all that because of the situation, how real it is. And I only share that because yeah, even though it's kind of funny, it's still like yo, this really affected my life for real. So
Hey Trey, okay, this is maybe the 16th message I've tried to leave for you, but I never intended for us to get into a personal relationship, but I
Personal
have
relationship?
to admit, once it happened, I fell harder than I thought I ever would.
What no relationship?
And so that's concerning to me because I'm feeling very vulnerable right now.
I thought you was helping me
I'm
in
the middle of
business.
this fucking divorce, and it's getting very hard because my husband is coming after me pretty hard.
Wasn't no personal
And
relationship.
I have to protect myself as much as I can.
Look.
And so
You thought you was gonna throw money at me, try to pull a modern day dating strategy, and then once you pulled the money away, you thought I was gonna come chasing it, and I did it. Now your feelings hurt. Now you trying to ruin my life. Now I gotta get all my stuff, pack it up, and leave it. You know, you wanted to help me move into this house. You wanted to help me do it. I'm taking full responsibility. I'm packing it up. I'm leaving. I got to get out my house. I'm getting evicted. All these real estate opportunities I'm losing, but that was your fault. Like you tried to love bomb me with money and wealth and pull it away because you was mad because I was with another girl. Man, look, I'm chilling. I can deal with the consequences as a man, but you got to focus on your husband, sweetheart. Like, shit ain't nothing else I could tell you.
so look,
hey Trey.
so I'm gonna say this: I'm taking full responsibility. I'm about to go out of town. Of course I'm gonna be here. I'm staying here. That's the plan. But for a little bit, I might go out of town. But I got a spot in Miami already. Oh my God, I'm about to go have some fun in Miami because I deserve it, right? Do you say I don't deserve it after having to leave my crib, pack it up, get a storage, blah blah blah? And I get to film a lot of content. They love people out there with status and all that. So I'm about to go out there and just interview people and have fun and turn up and cut up. I'm not about to go blowing money, but when I got the platform, I don't really need to spend money like that. So here go how we met. Let's get into the sauce. Let me get into the sauce. So we met this way. Hold on. Let me turn this thing up, this camera. I'm about to get into how we met real quick. Bro, where's the camera at, brah? I'm gonna just make this one bigger. All right, so like 6 years ago, I'm at a coffee shop. I got my son. My son is a very smart guy, right? Or a smart kid, real smart. Teach him good how to communicate, social skills, which is very important. You know, one thing I had to learn, one of my greatest strengths is social skills. So I'm doing laundry at this coffee shop. It's a coffee laundromat. And then my son kind of running around playing and all that. And then this lady talking to him. So I see the lady talking to him and he was counting change or whatever. So she like, oh, you know, oh, hey, like talking to him. So then she like, here's my dad. And then I start talking like, yeah, who is this lady you talking to, Jai? Like, and I'm like, what's your name? Where you from? Oh, I do real estate in Detroit. We was in the hood too. And it's like this older, like, you know, older white lady. So then I'm like, who is this? And I'm asking her questions. And, you know, the way she dressed and all that, it's not like older lady. It's like she dressed, you know, like slim fit and like really, you know, dressed to like get it like attention, right? So I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, who is this lady? I'm curious. Like, what you doing over here on the east side of Detroit? You know what I mean? So I'm talking to her like, you talking to my son. So then she started asking me about what I do and all that. And I told her I was doing these open mics in Detroit and I was doing these Easter basket giveaways for Detroit and for kids in the hood. And I was doing all this community service work, like giving stuff away for kids in the hood and all that. And then that was after I stopped the riots in Detroit for the 2020 George Floyd protests. People was about to riot, and I had this viral video. So she said she seen me in the videos and all this stuff. So she said she got an opportunity in real estate. So then it took 2 years for her to branch off and get an office in Detroit. She was working with the billionaire from what is it called? Not Quicken Loans or Rocket Mortgage, but the other one, United Wholesale Mortgage. So the billionaire who founded United Wholesale Mortgage helped her open up an office in Detroit. So I became like her first potential agent to help her build the office. And when I say I was dedicated, showing up, taking my real estate test, like I took that test like 7 times, studying, going to the school. I put at least $3,000-$4,000 down in trying to pass that test. And then over time, we started spending all this time together. We at this office, and it's just me and her. She got other agents too, but a lot of these agents was backing out. And then it started getting weird when people started getting mad and jealous. Like, why are you showing traders favoritism? And then I was like, I'm working for it. And she was saying, I'm working for it. So then I started working on this thing called Buy the Block, where I'm buying my childhood home and block. So then she started helping me with it, introduced me to a guy that put money. He gave me a check, right? And then I bought the properties, and then I started working on, just rebuilding. And it got real hard because he had to show that he had the proof of income, which was like $250,000 in the bank. So he showed the proof of income to help me get the properties, but the properties in my name. So now it got weird because she was doing all this stuff for me, throwing money around and doing all this and inviting me here and there. And then I got to meet the mayor, pay for the dinner. It was like $200 for me to meet with the mayor. And all these people was co-signing and stamping it. But then when I started to Buy the Block thing, I started getting on the news. It started blowing up. Big Sean showed me love. I did a TED Talk. And then I did this program she helped me do called Capital Impact. And then I made it to the final round. It was me and one other person where they would have gave me a multi-million-dollar contract to help me renovate Buy the Block in Detroit, like the properties. But they said I didn't make the final round, but didn't give me a reason. So I was like, oh, okay, can I at least get a reason? I didn't like win or something, just some constructive criticism. Didn't hear back. Then this guy that was interviewing me became one of our clients to help renovate a building in Detroit, one of the biggest buildings, like the Fisher Building. So then over time, when I'm speaking at TEDx, I got this young girl who make a lot of money. She do really well for herself, like accountant. I ain't gonna get into the details, but she do really well for herself. And then I got this millionaire lady who's been backing me. So the accountant coming in really helping me build my business for real. Like she using every resource to help me build my business. Like buying me bottles in a club. Like I'm recovering from a divorce. I lost everything, but I'm still making my cheese from TikTok. I got bread. I'm killing it too, but when my stuff is going up and down because boom, child support, boom, this, boom, my taxes held up, boom, this. I'm throwing money everywhere. So I got people kind of chipping in. So here go the thing, like the young girl with money, the young rich girl helping me build my company. Oh, Trade should get a bottle in the club. Let me pop him a bottle. And she look good. Boom. So then I'm at TEDx. My mama like, Trey, I gotta holler at you. I'm like, what you mean? She like, look how the older millionaire lady looking at the girl, your girl. I'm like, oh shoot. I'm like, dang, she was looking at her like she wanted to like take her out. I'm like, my mama like, I think this lady like you. I'm like, wait, what? So, and you got to think in my mind, the young rich girl, we out of town. She like women too. So we meeting other women and all that. We in Vegas, we in LA. So I'm thinking like, well, I'm good. I still get to live my life as a rapper. We got little standards for our relationship and all that. And she like women and she don't mind the lifestyle I'm living. Bet. So that's why I wasn't really tripping. So then with this lady, she started trying to get closer to my mama to ask her about the young rich girl I was with. And then I think this is around the time when I met this girl in Toronto, right? I think that was around the time. And she, she was a bartender, but she used a lot of her resources helping me out too. So I had these women really helping me out. And in a way, like the older millionaire lady did not like that. I had these young girls helping me and helping me build my business and company. So then with her, she felt like they was getting in the way. So then it got real. It just slowly got weird over time where like, I'm traveling and this lady just trying to do all this stuff to pull me away from the younger girls. The younger girls knew like about each other, but it was like I had to balance it out. You know what I mean? And I just had to make sure I balanced it out and play my cards right to where nobody was stepping on each other's toes and disrespecting each other for real. But the older lady was like, man, I'm cutting all that off. If Trey ain't with me, then he ain't with nobody else. So you got to think, I'm going through a divorce too. At that point I'm divorced, and I'm going through a separation, divorce, all that. So then it just got crazy. Like, the millionaire lady she helped me get into the house I'm in, right? And it was like they was competing. So the younger girl bought me a $9,000 motorcycle. Boom. I'm like, oh my God, right? And then the millionaire like, boom, I'm about to help you get in this new house. And in the meantime, I'm still like recovering from a divorce. My main focus is my business, buy the block, rebuilding this the block I grew up on, posting on TikTok, making money on TikTok. Cause when I say my money was, I mean, it's still like, I got banned, so I'm recovering from it. But I'm making money too. You feel me? That's the thing that these girls is liking. I go to Toronto, bro, be on the rooftop where Drake be at. You know what I mean? Where Drake be at. I blow 1,000 in a weekend in Toronto. You get what I'm saying? But that's because I know I'm making the money back on content. I'm out there filming the content, but I'm making the money back. So then, you know, like, I'm in this house, this lady, I forget, she paying my rent, and I ain't did nothing with this lady. So in my mind, I'm genuinely thinking like, man, this is my mentor. She helping me pull all this off with these power moves. And the whole time she feeling me. So she started wearing these perfumes, started wearing tighter clothing, started showing her chest, started putting the lipstick on, and started just really taking notes. You got to think, she meeting with my mama too. My mama, like, she ain't about to put my business out there. But my mama, you know, like, she taking notes on learning from my mama. So, and then it got crazy when, what up, OG Jamaican? So then she taking notes. So and then like I said, she ain't like one of them, like, she not like a overweight, just nasty looking. You feel me? Like, she is older, but thank you, man. It's my real life though. So thank you, Jamaican. Let me pause real quick to acknowledge the comment. Like, I know it's a crazy story, but I didn't realize it was a crazy story until I started telling it. You feel me? Cause I'm living it. And I'm like, yo, I'm motherfucking guy. My last day in my crib is today, bro. I got to be out of there. I got trophies in my house, bro. Awards, stuff from Big Sean. I got stuff from celebrities, and they gonna tell me I'm throwing my stuff away. But, so then, yeah, this lady, like, you know, she do yoga. So she is, I'll be real, she is fit, right? She a fit lady, even though for an older lady. So then she married too. So she started talking about going through this divorce and her husband coming after her and she need my help. So as a man, I'm like, dang, this lady is helping me secure my future as a man in real estate, as a real estate agent, as a developer. So I'm like, okay, the young girls and all that, they cool. Like, you know, I'm with my girl. Boom, I got this girl in Toronto. And then it was some models I was talking to in Toronto. But I was just kind of having fun in Toronto with the model girls. But then when you got this girl that's like, the one girl in Toronto I was telling y'all about, she started trying to come over here to my crib. And then, so I started having to watch out for like, okay, do this girl want me for that green card or something like that? But, you know, like I said, banging body too type. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, even if she want that green card and all that, she's still rocking with me, still helping me, cleaning my house, cooking for me when I come home, all that. So I'm good. You know what I mean? So, but with the older lady, I'm like, man, she helping me secure my future, which is going to help me make millions. And it wasn't like I was around her just for the money. I was putting in sweat equity to help her build her company. I was putting in that, and I didn't get handouts from her until I was in need. So then that's when I'm like, hey, can you front me this? Can I do some work for this? She started sending me money for stuff, but I wasn't getting money from her unless I needed it. I'm like, I want to work to build my real estate business. Just keep introducing me to the mayor. Keep introducing me to the people, and then I'm going to do the work myself. You feel me? And then she going through the divorce. Let me see. You said, yeah, no, for real. Her husband was the one who was telling her it's okay to help me. Like, it's okay for her to send me money to help me with my lawyer. She even got me the lawyer. I paid for the lawyer with my crypto. I had to liquidate all my Ethereum and pay for my attorney. I was sick. So I had to liquidate my crypto, but I got short. I kept running out of money because my baby mama was going crazy. False allegations. I'm homeless. Then I live in a hotel, so my baby mama going crazy. So the millionaire lady helping me kind of fight off my baby mama, because my baby mama was trying to tarnish my whole reputation. Like, when the stuff she was accusing me of was sick, dragging my kids in it and everything was sick. And then the sheriffs called me like, okay, boom, the allegations was false. I'm like, man, you gonna have to explain that to our kids when they older, because that was sick. You feel me? Like, but that's on her. Me and my kids good. Moving forward. Baby mama out the way. I ain't nobody worried about her right now. So next thing you know, like, the rich lady trying to help me prepare, but all this coming at me, and I'm fresh out of a divorce to where I'm not knowing how the dating world. I'm naive at this time, like, to what's going on. You get what I'm saying? These girls want me. I'm blowing up in my career, and I've been married. You got to think I ain't have a dating life before that. I hooked up with some girls when I was like younger before I got married, but I ain't have a dating life like that. So I'm naive to the strategies and what girls be doing for real. And you got a millionaire, then you got this young rich girl, then you got these girls in Toronto, and I'm having fun. But these girls expect something to come with it. Now the millionaire lady, no, for real. And the millionaire lady, like, she was helping me out, and I genuinely thought, like, man, this is a mentor. Because I couldn't find men. I was trying to find men to help me, but they was acting soft, bro. Like, well, I'm like, where are all the rich millionaire men that want to help me, man? You get what I'm saying? The lady's cool, but I want to work with some men too. You feel me? Like, where the men that's driving the cars, the ballers at? But they wasn't around. So then this lady helping me, boom. And it wasn't until, like, her divorce started. She started, oh, my husband, damsel in distress, and come to my house and all this. I'm cooking steak, wine, and we getting lit, bro. She getting crates of expensive wine and all that, it imported and all this stuff. So we drinking wine, and I keep going over there to have steaks. Every time I go over there, candles lit. And I ain't complaining. Trust me, I ain't complaining. Every time I go over there, candles lit. Cause she seeing the young girls I'm around, like, ooh. So she started wearing these clothes, and I'm like, dang, okay, like, hold on, you feel me? And I'm at her crib lit, you feel me? I'm running through a bottle of wine. So I'm like, then I look over and I'm like, she's sitting right next to me, got this perfume on, nails done, got the chest out, lingerie. I'm like, dog, like, hold on. And I'm like, and she prancing around, you know what I mean? Like, just the crib and all these little tight clothes. So I'm like, damn, nigga. I'm like, shit, a nigga doing good around here type, you know what I mean? Then we having dinner on her balcony. And when I say, bro, it was these two guys, like this couple, like these guys that was next to her. And the dog ran up into the dinner we was having. So I'm like, the dog run over here. So I'm like, okay, this kind of weird. They got to come get this dog. The two guys come over there. The two boyfriends come over there looking at us like, what the hell y'all doing? And I'm looking like, it's awkward. These two white guys, like, looking at me and her like, what is y'all doing? And then I'm looking at them like, I don't want to say nothing. It's awkward. And she like, oh, hey, guys, like, it's normal. Like, this lady really wanted to cuff me. Like, you get what I'm saying? And everything was good. I'll be real. Everything was good. My Toronto girl, she wasn't asking questions. You know what I mean? Like, my girl wasn't asking, like, my girl wasn't asking questions. It was just like, man, Trey building that future. Like, do that thing. You feel me? They wasn't asking me questions. They know I'm hanging out with a millionaire and we building business. And in my mind, I ain't even think, like, this lady wanted me to hit. Like, I ain't really think for real until, like, my mama put that seed in my head. But I'm like, man, I don't know. And then she started throwing out, like, yeah, I'm starting to look on Bumble and all this, and I'm trying to date, and kept throwing these little things out. So I'm like, man, I don't know what to do, bro. I ain't trying to mess this up, dog. I'm like, man, there's too much money on the floor right now, and I'm trying to help her focus. Like, focus. Keep your mind focused. And I was genuinely, when I say y'all, like, I genuinely was trying to help her stay focused. Like, nah, like, stay focused on a big goal. We got to focus on that bread. Me and you. You need money, and I need money type. Forget all this relationship and all that. Like, I ain't even think about all that. She wanted that. Now, when the smashing came, I'm like, man, and I had just, it's wild. And I'm not capping. Y'all know I'm not capping at this point. Like, I'm still dealing with it. This is why I'm moving out of my house. And then I had this little bad Albanian piece that got this tattooed on her chosen. And, you know, she was a virgin. And, like, when we met and all that, I ain't know, bad Albanian girl. My girl hated her, too. But I was with her before I got with my girl now. So my girl was trying to push all these other girls I was talking to away. But I finally found a good structure. Got the millionaire lady that's helping me get my money and help me, boom. And then I got the other girls that's just happy to be a part of my journey and my story. And then I'm over there with this lady. I'm like, man, I don't want to have to do this, man. Like, but it was hard. You thinking I'm lit and I'm always over there. So one thing led to another, boom. Man, when I say, bro, she started going crazy after that, bro. Like, No, facts. I wasn't used to living that life. You got to think. Thank you, Jamaican. I was married, bro, faithfully to my wife, bro, getting up, massaging her back, bro, cooking breakfast, bro, massaging her feet. Anniversaries, getting cussed out because the anniversaries wasn't good enough, bro. I'm married for 8 years, and before that, I was in the church, and before that, I was in the trenches, bro. I wasn't used to all this, bro. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, and I don't mind like some bad. Like when I go to Birmingham, it's some bad baddies out there, older women. Them women know how to put that shit on, bro. Oh my god, I wouldn't mind having a sugar mama for real. Like, but it just can't be how bad this got. So then, next thing you know, like I'm driving this lady, the older lady, Jeep. After that, I'm pulling up to the club. We turning up. I get a ticket in her Jeep, all that. She got the new fully loaded custom Jeep with the step stools on there. Like boom, flying in that bit, banging Detroit music. I'm in this millionaire Jeep with the real estate tag on the license plate. I'm flying to the club. Boom, 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 boom. Cause you gotta understand, bro. Police get behind me. I ain't flying and running lights and all that, but I'm fooling. Dun 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 dun. I'm like, bro, police get behind this car, bro. They gonna read that plate and be like, nah, that's big money. You know what I mean? Nah, like, and I knew that, bro. You know what I mean? So, and part of me did feel kind of invincible. I'm like, yo, I got a team of people around me where I'm getting I'm getting a crib. She started throwing me money for my rent, all that, bro. Like, and then it got bad when she started seeing me partying with these DJs. DJ Blondie, I ain't gonna lie, DJ Blondie, she a doll. Like, let me see. I'll start partying. Let me show you DJ Blondie. Like DJ Blondie is like a homie to me. Like that's my homie. Like when I say like never even approach DJ Blondie on some, I'm about to show y'all DJ Blondie. Never even approach DJ Blondie on some weird junk. Like that's my dog. Like when I say Blondie is just off of like she a real DJ, she a real artist. And in my mind, I'm like, man, I got a beautiful woman like Blondie on my side as a friend. Me and her husband, cool, whoop. Like I interviewed Blondie on here, like. And she like, why you out partying with them blonde girls? I'm like, what? Now look, some of Blondie friends, you feel me? I had a code. I'm like, nah, me and Blondie, like, I'm trying to go far in the music, boom. But I'm like, nah, her friends, I ain't gonna lie. Some of them single ones that's popping up or some of the ones that's dating the hams, like, what's up? You feel me? But no, that's still my G to this day. Like, that's my homie, you know what I mean? So she asking me like, why I'm with Blondie? And this Blondie right here. And when I say Blondie was attracting baddies around me, oh my God. Like, when I say some of the baddest chicks was, oh, you know Blondie? Oh, I want to come over and hang out with you tonight. I'm like, ooh. So in my mind, I'm like, why would I ever try to hit on her and mess this up? I knew if I tried to, because Blondie was opening up a lot of doors. Like, oh, Trey, come to this club. Come to this club. You know what I mean? I think she modeled for did a Playboy model too. And then at that time, I'm cool with models. I got models in Vegas I'm cool with. And it ain't even all about trying to hit on them. And that's why Blondie really liked me. Because when I say I was one of the only guys that, or still like me, like, right? That's still the homie. But, dang, look at that. That's her DJing in Vegas. But when I say Blondie, like, and then I think that's at her house. We used to do these house parties and all that. But yeah, so when I say, like, I'm like, yo, she introducing me to all these other girls, and I got model friends in Vegas that I never try to hit on, and we cool, but they introducing me to their friends, and to me that's something where I'm like, okay. And then Blondie wasn't trying to do all of the weird junk, you know what I mean? It was like, no, we cool, you feel me? So she wasn't trying to come off like the older lady, like you said, forceful and all that, like, and doing all that weird junk. I was used to being around women. But with the older lady, she knew what she wanted, and she was pressing hard for that, you feel me? And that was the difference. The model girls, it's like they cool, you feel me? They ain't, yeah, unless they single and we dating and talking. But yeah, like, she asked me why I'm partying with her, why I'm partying with Blondie. Now, my girl was cool with Blondie. She like, boom, like, yeah, y'all do y'all thing. She opening up. Look, the girls was cool. They like, yo, they bringing him opportunities. We good, you feel me? And then the older lady wanted to shut all that down. This one, it kind of came crashing down for real, where she started seeing me pull up. And this is when the city took my Mustang. I was sick. My clutch burned out on my Mustang. And then I park it. Bro, the city came and took my Mustang, bro. I'm like, come on, dog. It ain't no air in your tire. It look abandoned. I put some air in there, push it forward on some Detroit shit. Y'all know how we do in the hood. Like, put some air in there, boom. Bro, they come tow it to my, the tags expired. I'm like, oh my God, bro. So long story short, my Mustang go down. I had my other ex. gave me a truck, and I got rid of that truck just because I'm like, man, I got to get my own. I got to get my own at this time. Bought my own car cash, right? That Mustang was a bad. Ooh, I miss it. Stick shift, all black on black. So when this go down, I ain't got the car that my ex gave me. She gave me a car. She was a young rich girl too. Her family owned a wine vineyard. I don't know how I keep meeting all these rich girls, but her family owned a wine vineyard, so she had money. She just said, whatever, here to go to car. And then when we stopped talking, of course, she was trying to get it back, but she was being a little thought, trying to be all up on Sada, baby, when we walked in the mall. I'm like, oh, hecky no, nah. If you want to be that type of girl, that's cool. That's a funny story in itself. I'm like, I ain't mad at Sada. We rappers, but you all up on Sada while I'm bringing you in the mall. And Sada was like, girl, watch out. She like, remember me? I'm like, oh, she done. No, she done. So anyways, I started using the other girl Crown Whip because my car down. I'm trying to hustle up to get another car, right? I'm trying to drop cash on another whip. So then the older lady like mad that I'm pulling up in this other, in my girl car. So I'm like, how you mad that I'm pulling up in this car? If you not buying me a car, you have the money to buy me a car. That's when it went downhill, when she started seeing me with the other girl, and that's when she started getting possessive. That was the night where I stayed at her crib, and she started getting so possessive after that, man. Like, I don't want you with that other girl. And I'm like, lady, you still going through a divorce. Lady, you are a multi-millionaire business owner, lady. Like, you can't be out here moving like that. And me, I felt like I kept it solid. People that asked me what's up with her, people was mad. Like, I don't like that lady. She a scammer. She a horrible businesswoman. I'm like, I'm defending her everywhere I went. People asking questions. I'm, oh no, I held it down. Man, until it was like, she threw me out, man. Like, it's like threw the baby out the bathwater. That's when I'm like, come on, man, I can't go down and you messing up my relationships with these girls. And then you getting me, she stopped sending me money and all that for the rent, which was like, okay, I got to figure this out. But my TikTok got banned. And then I make off social media, boy. Like my froze right now, but I'm getting it back. I'm building it back. But when I say the amount of money I be making off social media, I ain't gonna put the number out there, but I can buy a new car. Like, you feel me? Like every month. So, with this inflation, but when you get in the jam, but that's when she was like, I'm not gonna help you because you with this girl. Leave her. And I'm like, man, and my girl throwing me money, but it's like, man, look, I need help with this and that. So I'm behind on my rent now. I'm investing in By the Block. Investing back in my social media. I'm not really saving like that because I'm throwing my money into what's working. Taking trips, making videos, putting it into trying to work on this real estate and in the property, right? So every dime I got, I'm spending on trying to do something with to build my career. I'm like, I ain't really gotta save as much right now, but I'm like, man, that was a mistake. Because when all this fell apart, I only had to bet on myself for real. You get what I'm saying? So like, at the end of the day, it was like, yeah, I started getting behind on my rent, but she was the one that was willing to help me, and I didn't expect her to. It was just more so when they said they can help me, they said they was going to extend it because the house I was in, the owners was our client. She was the broker who sold the house to the owners that was our client from our other clients who was the previous owners. And then the management company was also somehow tied in with us. Like when it come to this wealth and all that, everybody kind of got to work with each other to some degree. So it was BS when they was like, oh, we can't hire you here and all this. I'm like, y'all know y'all can do something. Make me the property manager for these properties or something. I'm still in real estate. But another thing, she was like, I started rapping and making more music. And I mean, I've been rapping, but I started dropping more music and putting girls in my videos. And then she started texting me stuff like, yo, daughter, this ain't a good example. I'm like, man, leave my daughter out of it. And then she got mad about the whole rapper image and tried to say I fell off from real estate. When I'm not, I'm still doing a By the Block. I'm still doing buy a brick to where you can buy a brick and I put your name on a walkway. I ain't give up on real estate. I'm still going to take the test, but I asked her like, look, I'm living in Detroit now and I ain't got no car. They took my car. Like, I'm trying to save up for another one. You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, if you really want me to focus on real estate, help me with my life. If you got the resources to do it. I'm walking everywhere in Detroit and I'm popping, cars pulling over. Hey, that's that nigga Trey Little. What up? What up? Oh my God, I want a picture. Bro, when I say niggas pulling over and strikers, bro, a nigga pull up on me in a black on black Charger with dreads, I'm damn near about to pop his ass. But he like, bro, you was mentoring me when I was a kid in high school, bro. When I was in high school, you was one of the mentors in the after school program, bro. When all the guys used to come together with the teachers and mentor us about life skills and helping us learn how to make money in music. I'm like, wow. But I was good walking through there, but something shifted in my mind where I'm like, I'm walking through Detroit, and I was in the streets hard when I was in Detroit. So I got a little PTSD from all that. So I'm like, look, if you don't want me using this other girl car, can you help me out? Can you do something? We can find. She's sending me cars. I could buy this. This car is only $5,000, $2,000. I could buy this. And I'm like, well, can you buy it? I don't know about that yet. So she playing with me. Meanwhile, I'm really struggling with like, dog, I'm walking through Detroit. Bro, I'm walking, and I live in a good neighborhood, don't get me wrong, in Detroit, but niggas still getting clapped over there, bro. Niggas still dying over there, bro, and I gotta live in that, and I'm walking through here, bro. Niggas dying over here, bro, and I'm walking around famous, bro, like everybody, not everybody, but cars pulling over. Some niggas pulled up on me one time, jumped out, face tattoos. I grabbed a heater, bro. I'm like, you remember me? I'm like, oh yeah, that's my mans. I'm like, oh, that's my mans in them, but they pulled up on me 4 deep in the car. And I ain't got no ops, I ain't got no enemies, but imagine if somebody was hating. I have done fuck with a lot of girls, and you don't know who gonna be mad about who, and oh, you fucked with my girl, nigga, what's up? Like, that's a real thing, bro. And I don't be out here, I took your girl. I don't do none of that, bro, because I'm in the city, bro. I know I got guns, I know I can fight, I know I'm cut like that, but anybody can lose their life. So I'm like, I'm trying to move smart when I'm in the city. I'm helping you build this multi-million-dollar empire, but you can't even make sure I'm safe. If you really want me to be a part of this, you showing cars in my face, and then when I say let's buy this, but you mad that I'm using my girl car until I get on my feet, because my girl helping me. But if you want me to cut her out, then it's about control. Dog, when I move out my house, I'm going to post a video footage of when that lady was dropping me off, and a car came down one way, and then one came out of another way. And I thought it was some weird junk because they came like from different directions down the one way and another way. When I say I got out the car and I'm walking and I'm looking at the car, she sped off. And I get it. She was protecting herself, but I call her. I'm like, what's going on? And this is when she picked me up. I ain't using my girl car. I ain't using my car gone. She picked me up. I'm like, what happened? She like, oh, those cars seemed like they was up to something no good. So I hurry up and sped off. So I'm like, you couldn't at least call it. I get it. Get yourself out of there. You an older, rich white lady. Get out of here. I got guns. I'll hold it. I'll shoot it out with some niggas if it came down to it. You get out of here safe. I'm going to shoot it out with some niggas if they playing. But the problem was she couldn't even call or check to see if I was okay. Like, that's when I was like, number one, I'm telling you I need a car. You ride me around, but then when some dangerous shit happen, you pull off. I got the video on my Ring cam. Or on my Wise cam. Shout out to Wise. I'm going to include that in my Amazon link if you want that camera. Fire camera. They track your face, everything. I use it to this day. I'm like, you pull off and couldn't even call to see if I was good. That's what was really like a red flag. And then I go to Toronto, and then I pay cash to help my mama move to Kansas, right? I wanted my mama to get a better life. Move her and all my sisters, 3 of my sisters to Kansas and one of my little brothers. When I get out there, my mama, I help her set everything up. Boom, I get back home. Why you doing this? Why you doing that? Like, mad that I'm out there helping my family move. I can't remember what the text was saying, but I'm like, I'm helping my family move. That's every young black man's dream. She like, oh, that's good. I'm like, okay, you're not happy? Like, it was just weird. She was just weird, the fact that I wasn't there with her and I was doing stuff for other people. Even my mama, like helping my mama move. So this is when she crossed the line. I'm in Toronto. I spent all the last money on helping my family move. To this day, like at that time, I got more money after that, but I never will regret making sure my mama's safe, making sure my sister's safe. I had to get them out of Detroit. They in Section 8 poverty. When you in the city and you in poverty, that's one of the most dangerous places to be in. So I had my mama doing good now, working at the sheriff department, saving up money. Oh my God, my mama doing good right now. I just FaceTimed her. Doing good right now for real. And I got an interview with her on here. My mama doing good right now. You get what I'm saying? And my little sisters. So I'm in Toronto and my mama like crying on the phone about the crime. Like, what's going on? She like, dang, cut my water on. I need $100. I'm like, dang, mom, my money's stuck right now. I just put all this money into whoop, like doing XYZ. So then I called a lady that was the millionaire lady. And when I say she was wine and dining my mama, When I said, hey, can you send my mama $100 real quick? Like, can you just cash app her? Like, just 100, not even for me. I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm in Toronto, like, relaxing, editing, you know what I mean, with some chicks out here. Can you send my mama this 100 real quick? She just was like, I'm sorry, I can't do that. And my mama was talking about she was walking to the store to get water jugs to fill up the bathtub to take baths. And I'm like, Ma, I can't let you go to this. I'm like, I told the girl I was with in Toronto, I'm like, hey, can you send my mama $100 real quick to get the water cut on? She like, here, no questions asked. Here go my card. And that girl was a bartender, you feel me? Like, she ain't have millions of dollars, but she knew I wasn't going to ask her for nothing unless I really was like, yo, I need this. But same time, I spend money on her too, you know, if we was going out somewhere. So it's no questions asked. But that's when I was like, dang, my mama literally like crying on the phone because she carrying water to fill up water. And I already done spent thousands on getting her out there. Got the truck, U-Haul, helped her get we took her to get the keys, gave her the money for the keys, all that, bro. Paid for the food on the road, all that. I took care of that trip. Thousands, right? So I'm like, can you just send 100? And that lady was like, basically, if you ain't with me, I don't care about your mama, all that, man. I was like, oh, you crossed that line for real. So then I went to court after I was about to get evicted, put $4,000 down to not get evicted. And then I got late again because I'm like, I'm trying to get my account, like, I'm trying to get all this balance, right? So then that's when it hit the fan where I'm like, dang, it's time for me to get up out of here. And they said they can give me an extension on the property. The owner, apparently, the broker, which was the millionaire lady, and then the management company. I got all the documents, text messages, voice recordings, phone calls, all that. We can give you another month extension since your account just got unbanned on TikTok. Boom. So now I'm like, all right, I'm good. Man, when I say the day came and they was like, you got to leave. I'm like, what you mean? They're like, there was never no extension. What you talking about? I'm like, oh my God. So that's how it all happened. Why I got to leave my house now. Because I got the text message. They say, yeah, look, okay, if it's been extended to the next month, 15th. I get paid on TikTok on the 15th every month. She said it's been extended to the 15th. And I said, okay, bet. My broker, which was the millionaire lady who said that, and this is before we all got beefed out. She said, boom, that's good. The management company, I'm trying to think. Yeah, but they said somebody an extension. And then they said if I send them 1,000 or whatever, I'm getting ready to send them 1,000. Then they saying, oh, no, you got to leave. So then they tell me it's the man that's owning the management company. Like, why are y'all trying to help this guy stay in here? He got to get out. Apparently, I got all the phone calls, everything. I promise you, y'all. And I dead ass want to play one right now real quick. I'm going to play one before I get off. But they said it was him that's kind of like, no, he got to get out of there. I want my money. Y'all ain't about to give him no extension. Apparently, but you talking to an owner of the property, millionaires, or at least $500,000. They worth at least $500,000. My broker, which was the millionaire. You talking about the management company. They could have made something happen. And trust me, when I was willing to be with that lady wanted me to live with her. If I was living with her and her little pet, she would have made all that disappear. But the problem is I wanted to be a man and start building my own life. And that's what she had a problem with. She didn't want me to be a man and go build my own life. Meanwhile, her husband still at the house at their mini mansion waiting on her to come back. Her husband still waiting on her to come back. And I hope she go back to her husband. I mean, it's going to be fucked up after all the shit I did with her. You feel me? But, you feel me? I ain't even trying to get into details, but, yeah, it was, and it's crazy. Like when I talk about how my marriage was over, like it was stuff she was doing with me that like she was saying she never did and all that before. You get what I'm saying? Like it hit different when you get some top by a millionaire. You feel me? By a sugar mama that ain't said they ain't never did it before. I mean, girls be lying about it. Like little OnlyFans girls be lying to me about they ain't never did that before. But come on, I know they capping. But I'll play a little bit of that voicemail real quick. Hold on. Just cause it's like, man, I ain't got nothing to lie about, man. I'm a grown man with a whole career. You feel me? Like I ain't got nothing to lie about. Make sure y'all like and subscribe too, y'all. This is about to be a crazy episode I chop up. Well, dang, like the other recording on my phone. Let me play that. Oh no, the video. But I ain't gonna lie, man. Y'all like people be hating on me for real, but I ain't got nothing to hide. I'm a regular nigga, bro. I'm a real nigga, bro. I be chilling, bro. And I be trying to get people the sauce to help them blow up, bro. I don't know why people be so mad, bro. I be chilling, bro. Damn, she's straight out there. I mean, that's my problem now, man. I need to chill. And the crazy part about this, I still got the rich girls now. Young rich girls, you feel me? But I got my own money too, so. Young rich girls and got my own money. But it's like, I be trying to teach y'all like how I do it. It's just people be hating on me and all that. It's like, bro, it ain't even, it's just, bro, like, come on, bro. I'm trying to help the guys out. Guys, we got it hard right now. Women winning right now. They winning right now. And they'll stick together even if they don't like each other. They help each other win. And then tear each other down afterwards. But men be so jealous of each other now. They acting like the girls now. Men can't even learn, be humble enough. When I was around Big Sean, teach me everything you know, Big Sean. I wasn't like, man, that's Big Sean. Oh, man, he ain't from the trenches. I'm like, no, this Big Sean. He shouted me out. Much love. But he go to voicemail. And then I'm out after this. But hold on. Make sure y'all like and subscribe.
Yeah, can you take that shit down from social media, please?
Take what down?
Of course, with my voice.
I'm trying to figure out this moving stuff right now.
I know, but you don't have to pull me through this. I didn't do anything here.
And Brian coming at like asking me for stuff, and then it's like I got y'all on me, and I'm just trying to find a place for my kids to be able to go, and I'm gonna be all right, but it's really like it's messed up because like I got that place for them. I was fine being in a hotel,
What?
Yeah, so I'm saying like I'm going through this right now, and that's my main focus. Like it didn't have to be like that,
I know, but stop posting garbage on social media and take me out of it, please. I did not do anything to you, and you know it. And you're using this to build your, I don't know what, but I don't want to be pulled through this. I don't deserve it.
I said my kids, she don't even care. She thinking about herself.
When a management company said I could pay them this fee, and then you said you was gonna send it to me, and then when they declined it, right? So
I don't know what you're talking. Hey, what fee? What did the management company say?
All right, so she denying, but I'm about to cut to where when I really start talking to her.
I don't work with them. He won't even talk to me.
So
it's a long video. I might post this video too, but it gets to where when she start opening up a lot more, because she denying it then. Watch this.
And I never heard from Sabrina. Sabrina was supposed to call me, but I never heard from her.
This video ain't working.
I thought you did, but
this video is not working. Hold on.
When I didn't have that help, I had to go figure it out myself,
I do and I don't. I mean, I'm not in your head. I'm sorry that this is, yeah, I really am. But
I don't know, Ellen. It just hurt, and I hate that it even got to. I paid $4,000. It was what they was asking for.
I'm trying to.
Like I was. I'm not trying to be professional.
Probably August. It's so bad, and I'm spending thousands of dollars just trying to defend myself against my ex. So
and I was your man because of a divorce. If he able to spend all this money on.
What they're telling me, I'm not so public with anything. You said some nasty things to me.
I got one part where, yeah, look, and then she talking about she can't help me, but then also apparently her husband spent $30,000 on the lawn, just like, cause he been blowing their money. He really been blowing their money to like make her mad. She said he spent $30,000 on their yard, like on their lawn service. And I'm like, you mean to tell me you can't help me, man? That's BS. You mean to tell me and I'm getting evicted and put out when y'all blowing $30,000 and I'm your main person that's helping you build? I'm willing to. I'm like I said, I'm about to go to Miami and woo.
Yes, Sabrina. I don't know why Sabrina didn't talk to you, but
They're getting my stay friend.
That's not what you put words in my mouth.
No, but like you.
Or it's actually really true. Making it into this story that doesn't.
The best thing
Hold on, let me see. She offered me her car. That's all she could offer me is to use her car. I'm about to show y'all.
Share that part with me. Not that I'm asking you to, because I'm not. Just trying to brainstorm something for you.
So she's saying she gonna help me find something.
Just give it time. I guess I gotta figure today out and start packing this shit up. So that's like the first step for me. So I guess you can think about anything that can help, and then I'll do what I can.
Okay.
It's hard even talking to you.
Do you want to use my Jeep?
I'll let you know.
Use your Jeep. I'm telling you, I'm being evicted. I gotta move. My kids ain't gonna have no place for me. Like, I'm gonna make sure my kid's good. Trust me. Trust me. I'm gonna make sure they're good. But all you can offer me is your Jeep. And I told her it's more to this call I'm gonna have to chop up and put on, like, react to on here. But because it's like long, that's like 10 minutes. But I'm gonna react to the video and the audio on there. But basically, she was saying, like, she don't care that it's out there now. This is after she seen me posting about her. She don't care that it's out there. She said she just wanted to be the one that can talk about it and let people know about it instead of me going out about it in a negative way. She wanted to be able to talk about it. So, yeah. But anyways, look, I'm about to get dressed. I really got to go pack up my house. I'm being dead ass. This is my last day to be in my crib. So, I got to go pack this up. I think I got some people that's coming to help me. Other than that, I'll need to just start going to load all this up in storage right now. So, I got to get up out of here for real. But I had to do this video, though, real quick. But much love. Subscribe. And I'm going to be in touch. Hey, OG Jamaican, bro. Where you from? Thanks for being in this the whole time, for real, though. And I hope to be able to make some more content to be able to help the guys out, for real, though. You know what I mean? And even teach some of the women some of the stuff I learned, you know. But, yeah, I'm going to holler at y'all. I'm going to get up with y'all. I got to go pack this crib up.